Do you have thoughts?
Well, first, I do. I'll
Okay.
share them when everybody's here.
Okay.
But yeah, if one of them does not meet the income guidelines, that's a no.
Yeah.
The other one is more difficult because they're self-employed, they don't have a fixed thing, all their income is business income, and we take expenses away.
Gotcha.
Do people have certain appointment times today?
No, and I don't anticipate, this is the July meeting of the board review, which is convened to correct qualified errors, mutual mistakes of fact, and they can hear poverty requests. So the only thing we have on the agenda is 2 requests for poverty exemption.
Oh, okay.
And so the applicants are entitled and may appear to answer questions, but they're not required to.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know if this was the kind of, I've never attended before, so I didn't know, it was people had different appointments to come in.
No, that meeting is in March. The March board of review is when you can appear and appeal your actual assessments. Your
Okay. See, I thought that's what this was.
That's in March.
Okay. I'm learning how everything works because
One
I've
of
never, appealed my assessment before.
One of our 3 board members is on his way back from a medical appointment, so he's almost here. So
Okay.
we're going to wait for him to get here to convene the meeting.
Okay, thanks. I just thought maybe you were waiting for somebody to come in for their
One of our
appointment.
members is on his way back from the doctor, so we're waiting for him.
You never can predict how long those things are gonna take, or what traffic's gonna do with the train going by or something.
I got caught by the train two weeks ago, coming into town. And the train was moving kind of slow. And I cannot tell you, as soon as those arms went down, how many people did the UE to go,
Yep.
be able to go.
I know.
Yep.
To go, no, they turned around to go all
They turn
the way
around.
around.
As soon as they see it, they turn around and go another way.
Yeah.
Because if it's going slow like that, sometimes it takes forever.
But this one was a short one, so
good.
probably the people who were patient and waited
Got
got through
through
faster.
better. Yeah, because I find when you go around like that, you get tied up in everybody who's going around.
Unless you're in Emily City, if you're downtown Emily City and you hit the train, you could just go east and go under the viaduct on 53 because the train goes
Well,
over
here
the top.
you could go around by Meyer
True.
on
Yeah.
the mill,
Depends
but
where
then
you go.
everybody's doing that, so then that
Yep.
gets jammed up.
Yep.
I'm a pretty patient person, I just said my.
In the large scheme of things, a minute or 2 or 5 minutes isn't really gonna make that much difference. Now, if it's sitting there because they have a problem and it's hours, that's another thing.
Yeah, my dad always said to be early is to be on time.
Yes,
To be on time is to be late.
I had a band director that preached that.
Leslie, did you look on your computer and see if you have any editing software already?
No, I did not. I think I might. Since I've had this laptop, I haven't really done a lot of that kind of stuff, so I don't know for sure what all is on there. My previous one, my brother had put a bunch of stuff on because he usually builds my computer and gives it to me.
Nice.
And he puts all kinds of stuff on there, and then I'll be like, I'll ask him, how do I do this? And he'll go, well, you've got this program on them. Like, I do. How do I know that?
Yeah. So is it a
This
PC?
I bought.
PC or Apple?
It is. It's a PC. It's
Okay.
not an Apple. I had to think about it because I've had so many different laptops.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's not an Apple.
So
I'm trying to think what brand it is.
Yeah.
I don't know, it was some
It just-
off brand.
If it came with Microsoft software, probably came with ClipChamp, which is actually, if you're doing shorter videos, super simple.
Okay.
For the longer ones, I use Adobe Premiere Pro because it just handles the bigger files a whole
I
lot
would
better.
doubt that that's on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would
We
not.
have 4 of them.
Because I've looked at my what's on there, and that doesn't ring a bell.
But ClipChamp can do an awful lot of stuff very
Okay.
easily.
We do 6 out of the house.
And anytime you need to know how to do, you like want to put titles, you want to put text on the page,
Mhm.
you just look up a video. How do I put text on, ClipChamp, and
And
it'll show you like 5 ways to do it. So anyway, it's easier than it looks.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just a matter of knowing, go in here and do this first.
Mhm.
Sometimes I get where I'm ahead of myself and do something that should, and I needed to do something before
When
that.
I was cleaning files at Mayfield Township, because just getting there, I found documents from 1978 in files. Like, that's impressive. Some of them are very interesting. Like, that puts a new meaning on, I've been helping my mother-in-law clean out her sewing room.
Uh-huh.
Like, this puts a whole new, 1978 puts a whole new meaning
Uh-huh.
on it.
Yeah, it does. Well, I've been cleaning because I brought half of the store home. I still have half of the store.
Yeah.
And my husband's eyebrows are going, how long are we gonna keep this stuff? Yeah, I've been finding stuff that, in my mix that, because I worked at Jill's Fabrics in the
Okay.
early 90s.
Oh, wow, yeah,
And now, that's my son-in-law's mom.
okay.
We never dreamt our kids would get married. But yeah, I've found fabric that I've had since I worked at Jill's.
Wow. It goes a long ways.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know how it is. Yeah, you gotta have pretty fabric.
I made a baby quilt with pheasants and pheasant feathers for Noah Michaela to give to a friend.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, oh, I like that. Do you have enough to make one for my bed? But I'd also like another baby quilt to give as a gift. And I'm like, so now I think I have enough now. She's like, oh, and by the way, I'd like the sashing to be brown, not black.
Oh.
You're gonna be a quilter because we're gonna get you quilting because you have the mind for it already.
Mm-hmm.
She's not
Especially
convinced
when
yet.
they're switching out colors.
Right, exactly.
Mm-hmm. They're getting the vision.
And she's only, how old is she then? 21, 22?
Just turned 21.
Oh, it's the best time to get them.
I know. I don't know if her husband will agree.
Teach them now. Just pray that she's not like my daughter, who, as she's sewed her sleeve, right? She's like, Mom, I can't do this. I said, can you drive a car, honey? You push the pedal, you got the steering wheel, and you go. It's all it is. But she can't get that concept.
As a kid, I sewed on my grandfather's treadle machine, which I still have and I still sew on. But then in school, in junior high, we had to use the electric machine, and it had the arm there that you hit with your knee. Oh my goodness, I could not do that because I would accidentally touch it and the machine would start going and I wasn't ready. And I much prefer the control of something manual,
Right.
Where it doesn't do anything unless you tell it to.
Well, I tell you, do you have a treadle machine? I have two. I share one if you'd like. But those treadle machines will go through the old farm Carhartts.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and they'll go through leather
They'll go through
yeah.
leather. They'll
I
go
have an
through-
older Viking Husqvarna, and that will sew through just about anything.
Well, hit me up
Okay.
because I can send it your way. But yeah, those will go through layers and layers.
I know I pulled that one out for jeans because I'm not using my good machine on fixing
No.
Noah's jeans.
No, I pull I've got 6 machines. Well, that's not
Different
including the
purposes.
treadles, so 8 machines. So yeah, on the blue jeans, and
Yep.
fixing the Carhartts, or
Yeah.
Chris had us fix his Carhartt bibs where it hooks. Probably 10 years ago. Those babies.
That was right.
Mhm.
Nice.
Yep. I outdid Carhartt. But but that's a bugger to go through. Putting new zippers in the side legs and getting to the top where it's folded, and that's a bugger.
But they're not worn out yet, so you don't wanna throw them away.
No, Chris's son had a brand new pair that the zipper broke in one side. So of course he gives me that pout face. Will you?
Of course.
My machine is from like 1960, and
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. I have the
Those are-
manual. That's all I need.
You know, those have all metal gears.
That's what I was thinking.
The new
Yeah.
stuff has plastic gears.
Mhm.
And so the ones with the old metal gears,
Mhm.
man, don't get rid of those.
Yeah.
They're good sturdy machines.
Mm-hmm. And I only do simple things. I don't need it programmable.
Mhm.
So.
I don't use the programming. Do you have one with programming?
I do, but I don't
I
really
don't.
use it much, I just
I don't either.
straight stitch.
Mm-hmm. It's because we're quilters.
Yeah, that's right.
Good morning,
Yay.
Mr. Maasch.
Good morning.
Yes, I'm awake now.
It looks like you've gone to the vampire.
I just had Sigmund activity.
Oh, fun. I'll share. I miss it.
Sorry.
You're fine.
I call this Board of Review meeting to order at 10:45 a.m. And I'm gonna hand it over to Nathan. Christopher, come here a minute. Okay, thank you.
Should start doing.
There's two items to consider for the July meeting of the board review. They're both requests for poverty exemption. The Mayfield Township has adopted 150% of the federal poverty guidelines for the income guidelines. And so I have a copy of the actual guidelines here, as far as the income limits. Poverty requests are pretty direct in that, since the state modified the law in 2023, the income of all the parties in the household has to be considered, and the first question is they have to be below the guidelines. The first application from, she has income from Social Security and a pension, and when you combine those, she is over the limit. So I would entertain a motion to deny her appeal based on the fact that she does not meet the income guidelines.
Okay,
I'll make a motion to deny that.
I second that.
And all the information is in her application. She's a single person in the household, so 150% is $22,590, and with the income that she has documented, she's just short of $30,000. Now, let the record show I would not want to try and live on $30,000 a year, but that unfortunately does not end the conversation. So, do we have a second?
Please.
Somebody second, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign, motion carries. The second one is a little more complicated. It is also, these are both brand new. These parties have never petitioned before. The second one is, she's self-employed, and so she's reporting business income, and then she rents a room in her house. Now, credit to her, I've spoken to her on the phone a couple times. She was very forthcoming and provided all the information we asked for. She rents a room in her house. It's not to a family member, so it's a family friend, but it's not a family member, so the rental income has to be considered as income. She gets $600 a month from him to rent a room in her house. And then with her, she has a cleaning business, and she's reported just shy of $16,000 of income from the cleaning business. But she provided a full copy of her income tax returns, and because she's self-employed and it's a business, after she deducts complete deductible expenses according to the IRS, her actual income, according to her tax return, is less than $5,000 because of the expenses that the IRS allows her to deduct as a business. So the way that I understand the law, that actual income is what it should be counted for the poverty guidelines, the income guidelines, not the gross revenue of the business. So when you consider the actual income, she's under the guidelines. She did report she has two retirement accounts, or IRA accounts that are in her name, but she's 54. She has not retired, she's not eligible to withdraw money from those, like to pay her taxes. So, that is not counted against you. Now, it's different once if you're of retirement age and you can take distributions from those. The whole point of that is for you to live on, and that would disqualify you as assets. But I wanted to, but you're welcome to ask any question, discuss this idea. I mean, she's reported almost $16,000, but that's gross revenue for the business. Actual income is about $6,000.
Do you have to file this every year?
Yes, these requests have to be filed every year. The state does allow, the state totally revamped the poverty exemption guidelines and law back in 2023. And one of the things they did is they allowed townships and cities to make people apply once, and then they can grant it for up to 3 years at a time. But in order to do that, the township has to adopt a resolution or ordinance to do that, and we being Mayfield Township, has not done that. The wish has been to make people apply every year, because that's the way it's always been, and things change. So anyway, to answer your question, yes, you have to apply every year. So the second application, there's all the supporting documentation is there. It's up to the board.
I looked at that one.
What do you think, Jimmy?
I'm gonna make a motion to deny hers as well. I thought she was a little bit younger than that, but either way.
Anybody second?
Yeah, I would second that.
She needs to look at it.
Can you get him over? All in favor when she comes
We'll
back?
have to wait till she's back to vote. I don't know if it's on the floor.
I need the keys for the hall for my stand-up meeting.
Did you want to look at this? Were you done?
No, okay.
All in favor?
Say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. So that it will be appealed. Now, having the board reviews taken action to deny their appeals, they always have the right, deny their application. They always have the right to appeal to the state tax tribunal. Everybody who appears before the board review can, and so they will have the right to appeal to the state tax tribunal if they wish. And the reason I didn't make copies and distribute them to everybody is these are not a matter of public record. These are confidential statements. So they're here in an open meeting, but these are not available to the public. So those will stay in the file separate from the meeting minutes and stuff. Okay? That's all that we have on the agenda. Does anybody have anything else or any questions?
We can adjourn.
Somebody make a motion to adjourn. We are an open meeting, so we should probably do that.
Okay.
Anybody want to say anything?
I would. So first, Jayme, I don't know why you're facing that way. It seems like your demeanor would want to be more to the public because this is a public meeting. Chris, is this the first chance you are looking at these? Because you should come to meetings prepared and having already.
Ma'am, I just had a colonoscopy today,
Okay.
so I was doing my best to be here.
I hear you. I'm just saying these things should always be reviewed before the meeting, no matter what's going on. So thank you.
I'll say something since you're calling public time. I just appreciate, this is the first time I've been to this kind of meeting, and I appreciate the explanations you've given. I know that those worked for us. They were for the board members, but I appreciate hearing and learning about how the system works.
You're welcome.
So we can adjourn the meeting at 10:53.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, Chris.
Thank you.
You did fine. Thank you.
again, make sure you get my thin side. Just making sure.
Jayme doesn't have to worry about what the back of her hair looks like, so